Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule. Where the offensive player fumbles the ball, goes out of bounds, and they get the key.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. LaDainian Tomlinson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the... They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Again, it's Bell. They find some open field here. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right near the 27. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. They'll look to throw here on first down. A screen to Bell. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Bell is so good at that. He just catches so many passes near the line of scrimmage. In fact, the unique stat line for him last year, he had more yards after the catch than total receiving yards from the line of scrimmage on the season.
That doesn't even sound real, but when you analyze his game, you understand why a stat like that can occur. His ability to catch the ball, be elusive, and also strong enough to break tackles, that allows him to gain all that extra yardage.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
He'll look to throw. Out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. And they'll run with LT to begin the drive. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Tomlinson. And an alley to run. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. LaDainian Tomlinson, 99 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. And it's good to make it 14-0. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, it's Tomlinson, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll drop to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go. Half. 3-2. Half. Let's go.
They'll try the right side with Bell. Nice move at the 40. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. We have hit halftime. And actually, Larry, hold that thought. We're right back to the action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time? And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
On second down, it's Tomlinson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Now Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Urlacher. blocker. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Bell, room here to run. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now back to throw. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. That's fielded in the end zone. And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down at the 16. First down, it's Watson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
To throw is Watson. He finds Beckham complete. That one goes for 24 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And ready now for 2nd and 9. Play clock winding down. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, I thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. Now Tomlinson on the handoff. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Now it's Watson. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. They'll run, Tomlinson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive for them to be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game.
And the play clock's running down. Again, it'll be Tomlinson. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Tomlinson. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. LaDainian Tomlinson taking it in from a yard out. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On second down, it's Bell. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And the third down pass falls incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They're going to try and throw. Over the middle to Beckham. Give them 18 on that one. And the Falcons are going to get a first. And now the passing game here in the second quarter is starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Odell Beckham from 19 yards away. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And New York set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And the drive will start with a carry by LaDainian Tomlinson. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. They toss it to Tomlinson. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. The Giants on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Watson. And incomplete here on third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And this is incomplete.
Granted, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Throwing on third down, Watson. And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. A give to Bell. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw on second is Watson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back to the running game. It's Tomlinson, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson, as the first half is winding down, and the Giants are able to grow their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will score. Touchdown. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The pitch to Tomlinson. And now look at him go. The 20. Touchdown, Giants. LaDainian Tomlinson, 69 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. The tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
And he will get in to make it 8-0. Well, I guess the opening drive touchdown wasn't enough. They wanted 2 instead of 1 on top of that.
Well, this team is obviously going for the crusher. All right, they don't want to mess around with just kicking the standard extra point and kind of letting you off the hook for giving up the touchdown. Now they want to really rub your face in it and say, guess what? We're going to be doing this all game long.
And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Prescott now from the 50. And that is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. He'll check this down to Lynch. Complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
4th down, Prescott. And now escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And Too-Tall Jones coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Now a toss right. This is Tomlinson. And some room to roam now. 20. There he goes right side. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Giants add on to their lead. So they're going to go for 2. Now a toss going left. And he is in to make it 16-0. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to the Hall of Famer Barry Sanders there. That'll bring up second down.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
And that's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On third down, it's Prescott. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. DeAndre Hopkins, 70 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Like this one won't. And the ball is knocked out. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kevin Williams forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Third and long for Prescott. And they'll start out with great field position. We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This is Tomlinson, and not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Watson now to throw. It's caught. Beckham. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. A toss play left to LaDainian Tomlinson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Watson. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 3rd down, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal here from the 2. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your...
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. LaDainian Tomlinson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is good. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Watch it now, Barney. Now let's go.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Young to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And some room to work. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
From the gun on 3rd down, Young. Jerry Rice, open right side. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it.
No. Jack, Patriots, Detroit. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This from 54 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac. Did you trade 6s for 3s? Things are going to work out in your favor.
And some space here. And he is knocked down from the side. Looks to be right around the 40. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy is going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Here's Watson. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout, as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th.
Let's go.
They're running. Tomlinson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it's 1st down, New York. Tomlinson. Heck of a broken tackle, and able to work this down near the 23. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Here we go.
They run with LT, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. From the red zone now, Watson. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get him right to quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up
and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, now look at 56. Over.
To throw on 2nd down. Young firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So 1 yard to go here on 3rd down. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Andy Lee now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Here's Tomlinson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll try the air now with Watson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And now here's a carry heading left. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Back to throw. Young. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Young. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Now, big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now out come the Giants. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Watson dancing to his left. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Now it's Tomlinson. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now a handoff looking right. Finding room to the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia! A great play there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Watson now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So the D-line's going to spread out. To throw is Watson. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now it's Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Watson trying to get his guys moving.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Now Watson. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by 19. Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. There and knocked down hard right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Here we go. Come on, let's go. Grand 38 round. Flex round.
First carry for the 5-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Let's go.
Play clock winding down. Now it's Watson. He finds Beckham complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Again, it's Tomlinson. And he'll be knocked down sideways right at the 45. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football.
Now the Niners get there and bring him down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They run again with Jackson, and that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kevin Williams. Coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. To throw is Young. Looking to throw on second down. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
After the interception, here's Watson. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants. 6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
On second down, it's Tomlinson. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On second down, here's Watson. Steps away to his left. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout.
Let's go!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Tomlinson. And they will take it on in for a giant touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are in for 6. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Young now to throw on second down. Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Back to throw. Young. He's got him in. Complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. He got 29 yards that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Here's Young operating from the gun. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. On now is the big leg of Greg Zuerlein. He has hit from as far as 61 away in his career. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. Never mind, Larry. Forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the 3rd quarter of action already. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 79 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
That good for 19 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is going to be 49er football. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of
what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And it's complete. Over the middle to Clark. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now it's Jackson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. On the ground, this is Jackson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Now Tomlinson on the handoff. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Watson. And it's complete to Kelsey. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Handoff left, Tomlinson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. So they're operating in the red zone. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The play clock's running down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll look for the first with Tomlinson. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Here we go.
Tomlinson. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They'll need to get the play off quickly, and he'll give it here to his running back. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run for it. It's Tomlinson. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. LaDainian Tomlinson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Jackson, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Jerry Rice, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Night Train Lane. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain here down to the 22. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is indeed good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and
you.